Within the Else episode 13, Whispers in Her Wallpaper, narrated by Emery Vale, amateur renovator, reluctant witness. I never planned to stay in the house long. It was an inheritance. My great-aunt Rosamund's estate in Delane Parish, shuttered for over 40 years, with wild ivy claiming the brick and raccoons claiming the attic. I was going to fix it up, flip it. 3 months tops. But the walls had other plans. It started with a scent. Something sweet and sour under the plaster, like burnt sugar and lilac, cut by rust. I peeled back a corner of the wallpaper in the upstairs bedroom, expecting mold. Instead, I found words, tiny looping cursive carved directly into the wall, inked in a red that looked too deep to be dye. She sang even after the water filled her lungs. I blinked, looked again. The words were gone. But the wallpaper had changed. Subtly. The print twisted when I wasn't looking. Vines curved inward. Faces appeared in the petals, and the whispers began. They spoke when the house was still, just as night swallowed the last light through the windows. Not loud, not harsh. Just voices, soft, urgent, stories in pieces. They buried her under the garden, but she's still growing. He locked the door, but the fire came through the floorboards. The baby's name was never spoken again. Each phrase came from a different part of the wall. Each whispered like it remembered. And wanted me to remember too. I started sweeping downstairs. Didn't matter. The voices followed. And every time I peeled more paper, more words revealed themselves. Not just phrases now. Scenes. A child staring out a second-story window, her mouth sewn shut with silver thread. A woman lighting a match in a dry room full of gaslight whispers. A man writing notes on his arms because the walls kept stealing his thoughts. The room shifted around the stories. Furniture rearranged. Mirrors darkened. Time thinned. One night I traced a name that appeared under a sconce. Vivian. The moment I said it aloud, everything changed. The house shuddered. Wallpaper peeled itself like old skin. Floorboards moaned. The chandelier dripped something that wasn't wax. I ran to the local records office the next morning. There was no Vivian Vale in the family tree, but in the town archives, I found an obituary. Vivian Rosewell, age 10. Perished in a house fire, 1963. Location, Delane Parish, Rosewood House. That was my house. Back home, I found the upstairs bedroom door sealed shut. No lock, no boards, just gone. Smooth wall, no seams. That night, I heard her voice for the first time. A child's voice, just behind the paper, just beneath the paint. He said it would be quick. And then, don't let them seal me again. I started peeling everything. Hallways, closets, kitchen cupboards. More names, more tragedies. She danced even though no one else had feet. He drank the silence until it filled his bones. They made a deal beneath the stairs. It was a palimpsest of pain, a home built from forgotten grief. I tried leaving. The car wouldn't start. I walked 6 miles to the nearest gas station. When I returned, the wallpaper had spread. It now covered the floors, the windows, my suitcase, my phone, even my skin. When I scrubbed my hands in the sink, I found tiny words blooming just beneath the surface of my arms. They told me stories I didn't want to know, about me, about what I'd forgotten, about what I'd promised. Last night, I found a mirror in the attic. It showed me standing in the upstairs bedroom, the one that shouldn't exist anymore. I was holding a match. Vivian was behind me, her lips unsewn, whispering into my neck. Say my name again. I did. And this morning, the upstairs bedroom was back, open, waiting. The wallpaper looked fresh, inviting. I think I know what happened now. Rosamund didn't die naturally. She was the last one to remember the truth. And the house doesn't like truth. It prefers stories. Especially the ones no one else believes. Especially the ones whispered into walls. So if you ever find yourself in a house that creaks when you say certain names, where the wallpaper peels in the shape of hands, and where the past feels heavy in the air like damp lace. Leave. Because some walls weren't built to protect us. They were built to remember us, even after everyone else forgets. End of episode 13, Within the Else. Title, Whispers in Her Wallpaper.